everyone! Yes, so I had just gone to Arima Fuji Park, as you had just seen. It was Tuesday the 23rd of November, which is a public holiday here. So I decided to make the most of the day and venture out into the mountains and explore Arima Fuji Park because I really wanted to go there, and it's not that far from where I am. So I did Google it before I left, and it suggested that I take the train to Sanda train station and then catch the bus to like the park. So I did catch the train to Sanda, and then I noticed I went up and down all these elevators and stairs and stuff and escalators, and noticed that the bus timetable that I had to take, like, it wasn't leaving for another hour and a half. So I was like I didn't really want to wait for an hour and a half for a bus when I could probably actually walk there in that time. So I decided to try and think of another way or another thing to do. So I actually went upstairs again, and there was this like a tourism office, and I was like, oh, that's convenient. So I went inside there and I asked the lady if she has any good recommendations of how to get to Arima Fuji Park from here. And she gave me this brochure and let me know to actually catch the JR train to Sanda station, which was only one stop away. And I was like, oh, this is great, because the trains come all the time. So I was like, oh my goodness, thank you so much, you know, that's much better than catching the bus and waiting for a whole hour and a half. So I waited for the train only for 10-15 minutes or so, and then the train came and I caught that, and I went to Sanda station, where Arima Fuji Park is only a 15-minute walk away, technically. So I did not know where I was going. Google Map was not being helpful that day, so I went to the 7-Eleven right by the station and asked for directions there. And they're also lovely with directions in Japan. They literally walk you to the place, or they walk you to a certain spot and they'll point you in the right direction. So this lady walked me to the end of 7-Eleven and pointed to the direction and you know, told me where to go, and that was so nice. So I was like, oh, thank you so much. But I ended up taking the longer route as per usual. So I didn't realize, but there were a set of stairs to the right that you could just literally walk down and then turn left, and then you'll be on the path to Arima Fuji Park. But I didn't see the stairs there. So I turned left and I went across this bridge through this this road that had all these industrial buildings and stuff. And I was like, wow, this is a long I was looking at the mountain from across the rice paddies, and I was like, I'm sure there's surely there's a way to get here from the train station that was better than this. But I was like, oh well, you know, whatever. And then I was sort of walking and enjoying the scenery, and then I saw this huge bird of prey, and I was like, oh my goodness. I was trying to rummage around my camera, trying to change the lens to the big lens. And then by the time I did that, the bird had flew away, and I was like, oh no, I really hope I see another one so I can take a photo of it or take a video or something, because it was huge in the sky. It was just amazing. So I kept on walking, and then eventually I got to the traffic lights where the actual path is to go to Arima Fuji Park, that I was literally right there. But it was I think I took an extra maybe 20 minutes to get there. Anyway, so I walked to the correct path this time, up the the hill, and then I saw some beautiful farms and some fruit trees and things, and I saw a sign, and it said I think it was pointing to the direction inside this footpath. So I followed the sign, and it was beautiful, all the trees and stuff, and I was just hoping that the sign was you know, saying Arima Fuji Park or something, because I assumed it did, because it was, you know, pointing to that direction. So I was walking, and then I saw I got to this entrance with a clear path up the sky, there was no trees or anything, and this another bird of prey just came flying in the middle of nowhere, and it was huge. Like there was two of them as well, and I was trying to rummage around my camera again because I had changed the lens by this point again, and I was too late again, and I was like, oh my god, like I'm never gonna get a photo or anything of these beautiful big birds, because I'm just taking too long to change my lens, and I'm not like timing it very well. So anyway, I was like waiting there again for a little while, like trying to see if the birds would fly past again or anything, but they didn't. and then it looked like it was going to rain, like the clouds. It was a really clear day at the beginning, but then the clouds had come. And I was like, oh no, like maybe I should go back. Like I didn't bring my umbrella because I was an idiot, because I just assumed it would be a nice clear day. So I was getting a little bit worried, but I was like, no, like, you know, I'm here now, and it doesn't look like that bad. So I just kept on walking, and then I saw this big, I think it was like a stork, like a white big bird. And I managed to get a little bit of video footage of that, but then it sort of flew down the river. So I kept on walking. It was a really beautiful path and lots of trees, and just it was really nice to sort of walk amongst the nature. And then I got to this other part of the footpath that was more sort of in like the bush. And then I started to see heaps of birds of prey and crows as well. There was heaps of crows, and they were all flying and making noise and going crazy, and I think they might have been nesting or trying to get food and stuff. And I sort of waited and watched them for like a while, and I managed to get an okay photo of some crows in the bush. And I also got a few photos of like I don't know what kind of birds of prey they are. Hang on, let me just check. So I'm just going to keep on calling it a bird of prey because I don't know what the term is. So I'm not sure like if it was an eagle or if they're hawks or what kind of birds of prey they are, but I'm going to just continue calling them birds of prey. I'm sorry. But please let me know if you know what kind of birds they are though. Like I would love to know, because they're just beautiful and huge, and there was a lot of them. And anyway, so I sort of watched them for a while, and then it started to rain a little bit, and then I started to get a bit worried because I was in the middle of nowhere at this point. I had no umbrella, there was birds everywhere, like going crazy, and there was no one in sight. And I was like, should I go back? Should I keep on going? Like, I don't know what to do. So I just kept on going. Like I was like, well, I have my big jacket, I can cover my camera and stuff if it does get really bad, and it'll be fine. So it did clear up after a little while. Like it didn't rain too much, which was great, very lucky. It was actually quite good weather in the end. There was some nice clouds and stuff to take photos of. And then I finally got to Arima Fuji Park. Like I finally got out the clear, and I saw the beautiful mountain. There were a couple of people there. They were walking dogs, they had children, they were taking photos. It was a great atmosphere. There was heaps of birds around that area. Like there was just crows everywhere and birds of prey flying left, right and center. It was amazing. And yeah, so I walked around there. I got to pet a few dogs, and I met this lovely lady with two children and her little dog, who I think she said was like 15 years old. And I was like, the poor dog, she's so old, but she's still going so well. So I pet her, and I was talking to the lady for a bit, and her children were so nice and cute. They were like talking about Pokemon and stuff, and like they were looking at my backpack, and yeah, they were like waving to me from a distance. And I actually saw them again at like this crepe truck, and they were like talking to me again, and the kids were like all waving at me like as I was walking, but like you know, as I was walking away. And that was so cute. So that was really nice to sort of meet them and to pet their dog. And yeah, it was beautiful. There was all maple leaves, and all the autumn leaves were coming out. And then I went inside like this building that had like kids, you know, activities and stuff, like with giant bugs and different things for kids to explore. So I went inside there, of course, and then at the top of the building you could have a nice lookout. So I went up there, and I got to see a really good view. And then I decided to go down the stairs, and I was wearing my mask and I had my camera on my neck and everything, and then I fell down the stairs. So I think I missed a step at the very bottom or something, and I like landed on my knees and like skidded. And thank God no one turned around and looked, because I was like, this is how embarrassing. So I got up so quick, and I was like, oh my goodness. Thank goodness no one saw that. But then my knees really hurt afterwards, but I was like, oh well, I'm wearing jeans, it's fine. So that was embarrassing. So then I got out of that, you know, center, and I kept on walking and walked all the way around the park again. And then I saw a red crawfish as well, which was super cool. So that was like inside this like little stream with you know, just some water, and like it was just there, just you know, slowly crawling along, and it was quite cool to see. And then I decided to go up like this little footpath just to see what was up there, and there was like some stairs, and there was like beautiful open field and like these nice gardens and stuff. And then I went up further, and then I got more into like the uphill climbing, and that was exhausting. So I was trying to follow the signs. Like I don't even know if I climbed Arima Fuji. I think it was some other smaller mountain that I climbed, but anyway, it was a task. Like I was just so unfit. But whatever mountain I climbed, it was high enough for me. I think it was just over like 300 meters high or something, but even that was just an absolute task. Like I was exhausted. There was so many stairs, and then the stairs turned into rocks to climb, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I was not expecting to climb rocks today. I just thought I was climbing some stairs, or just, I don't know, like a nice uphill slope or something, like a nice footpath. But that was just, oh, that was exhausting. And I finally made it up to the top, and the view was beautiful. Like I think I made it just in time, because it wasn't quite sunset, but the sun was starting to come down, and you know, the clouds were very beautiful because the sun was like getting through them, and it was just making the light really nice. And it was just so good to sort of relax a bit, catch my breath, and just enjoy the nice view. And so I stayed up there for a good, I don't know, 15-20 minutes or so, and just enjoyed the nice view. And then I decided to go back down again. So I was like, it's starting to, you know, get a bit dark now, and I need to find my way back, because I have no idea. You know what I'm like with directions, I'm terrible. So I did go back down, and that was okay. It was a little bit slippery. The shoes that I got, actually I found the shoes from a secondhand store for 500 yen. 500 yen for Vans, which is great. But the shoes were, I think they were actually built for the beach. Like they were like surf shoes. So they're a little bit on the slippery side, but it was okay. I didn't fall down the rocks or anything. Well, that would have been pretty funny. But no, it was okay. I went down there pretty safely. But then I forgot which way I went, and I went down some other route that I didn't recognize. I was like, I swear I didn't go down this area before. Like I don't think I recognize these trees. So anyway, I kept on walking like the direction that I thought, you know, was at least some kind of exit. And I came across these really beautiful flowers and stuff, and these cute little birds. Like they were like, well, not that little, but they were like this big, and they had like little feathers for like hair, and they were like waddling. I think they got scared of me walking past or something, but they like waddled back into the bush, but they were really cute. So I saw them, and then I saw some other things I didn't recognize, and I was like, this is definitely not the way that I came from. But it ended up being actually a better footpath, because I ended up almost back to where I started, like from the other entrance from the beginning of the day. So it was actually a better route to go anyway. So I ended up going around the lake again, around Arima Fuji, and then back up my original footpath that I had come from the very beginning. And then I walked back, and I went to the grocery store called, I think it's called like Ramu, and it's like a spud shed kind of, like I think it's open 24/7, I think. And they just have like some great fruit and vegetables, like bulk items. So I brought some fruit and vegetables and stuff. And then I discovered the actual footpath back to the train station, which was so straightforward. It was literally at the traffic lights. You just go straight and then up the stairs, and then you're at 7-Eleven again, and then you're at Sanda station. And I don't know why I didn't just go down the stairs at the beginning of the day. It would have saved quite a lot of time. But anyway, so I got back to the station a lot quicker than how I did initially. So yeah, it was a really good day, and I think I ended up doing like over 22,000 steps around that park, and I was just knackered. Like, I was so exhausted, but it was a really good day. I saw some great things. I did some awesome walking and saw some great nature and everything, so it was a really good day, and I would really recommend going to Arima Fuji Park if you're in this area in Sanda. It's beautiful. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching my video. Sorry for rambling on so much. I just wanted to sort of recap my little adventure for you. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!